G'day, I'm Clive and welcome. Today we're taking a look at the Flextail Tiny Pump 2X. It came in a box, the normal plastic moulded inside where it comes all clicked in. So chances of it getting damaged very slim. I've got no dents in the box. I moved the label to the bottom, set it across here, and was it? Oh no, it was across the back, and I just wanted to read what was underneath it. Comes in a little storage sack, so you can take it with you with all the parts you have. USB to USB-C cable. What's that? That's 10-12 inches in length. No, it's not, don't think it's even 12. It's probably 10-11 inches in length. And instructions. I have had a play with this. I do have the original tiny pump, and there's only one reason why I changed to this one. Tiny pump's going to be great. I'm going to be using that, but I'm going to be using this in different situations. Let's say instructions clear, easy to read and understand. There's one thing on it, is it says here from 0 to 99 a light on here glows red, and at 100% it turns green. Well, I had this on charge for 24 hours and it went from red to more of a yellowy, light orange yellow colour. It didn't make green, so I don't know if it's just the LED that's faulty, but it charged it up. So let's go down what we've got here. We've got some specs. The Tiny Pump 2X, weight 100 give or take 1 gram, 3.53 ounces, size 45 millimeters by 46 millimeters, extra millimeter because the on-off button there, and 59 millimeters in depth or height. The inflation pressure is 4 kPa, which is 0.58 psi. The flow rate is 180, that's 180 litres per minute, which is 47.55 gallons per minute. Deflation pressure is the same, 4 kPa or 0.58 psi. Compression rate 70%. Rated power 17 watts. Rated capacity 5.92 WH, 3.7 volts. And the reason why I got this, it's got a 1600 milliamp hour battery, where the original one has only got an 800 milliamp hour battery. So the battery in this is double the size. Colour temperature is 4500 Kelvin. Endurance is 10 hours or 2.5 hours to the 1 hour. So, don't know what that means, but I read it out. The package contains a tiny pump, a charging cable, the manual which I'm reading, the bag, and the nozzles. Now let's get started. We've got here the on-off button, and behind the actual rubber flap there which protects it from water going in, you have the light which tells you how the charge is 0 to 99 or 100, and the USB-C port that you charge it to. Turning the pump on is a double click on the start button, so it's double click on, single click off. You use the same button for turning the light on. They say hold it for 3 seconds, but I think the light comes on a little bit quicker than 3 seconds. So what's that? 1/1000? Less than a second by holding it, and it comes on. Right, now the lumens, we've got as it is now 40 lumens, which will give you 10 hours, and it's got a +1, so it probably means plus or give or take. The second one, we'll click it again, it'll go up to 200 lumens, and that will give you 2.5 hours. And click it again, and it'll give you 400 lumens, which will give you 1 hour. Hold it and go down to low again, medium, high, and click it once and it's off. So click it on again, nothing happens. Double click, inflate or deflate, or press and hold, light on, click again, goes up, click again, max on, click again, off. Simple to use. We have a little hanging loop here. Now people have complained about this when they don't have a hook in their tent. There's a couple of things you can do. You can put a hook in your tent is one, or where this actual metal loop goes in on either side, pull it out a little bit. And I don't know if you can see there, but it comes out. Put your loop through there, or put that through the loop, put it back in place, and there you go. It'll hang from your tent whether you've got a hook or a loop. And in reverse to take it off. Let's see, I think we've got the instructions here. Yeah, on the instructions it actually shows you at the top where the actual loop is, so hanging it, is a deflation port, and the other end where the light is the inflation port. So simple. No switch at the top, deflate, switch and charging port, inflate. The instructions tell you about all these here. The nozzles. Now we've got these two, which is they class it as one, because if you read the instructions they say there's 5 nozzles, but using that and that together they class as one. And they say used together for inflatable cushions. Now that also is used on some of the thermarest mats, which will go over the actual nozzle, because there's nowhere for anything like these to stick into it. So that will be used for inflatable cushions and your thermarest sleep mats. And this piece on its own, they say, can be used separately for inflatable boats. Next one, let's take the glasses off so I can read. It's this one here, and it's for swim rings and inflatable toys. They're like your beach balls and everything. This one here, for your vacuum storage bags. They're like when you're sucking the air out for your freeze-dried food, or if you're making meals. This one, they say it's for inflatable beds and boats. So certain mattresses you'll need to use this one in. Now, one of my sleep mats, I have to actually hold that in place. And then another one of the same brand that actually squeezes in and holds itself in place really well. So the original one that I hold it in place, they've changed their ports a little bit, and they've moved them from the bottom of the sleep mats, which I contacted them about. So it's a bit of a pain, that is, because using them in the bivvy, I personally like to deflate it, leave it all, my bedding in the bivvy with a sleep mat, the sleeping bag, and just roll it up. Now all the new ones now have this port at the head end. So I'll be doing a review of the new, which is a regular wide sleep mat. But coming back to these nozzles, this one fits in the new one. Doesn't go in easy, but you give it a little bit of a twist and it holds in, so you don't have to hold it whilst it inflates. And the last one, they say, is for inflatable beds and boats. So there's a smaller version of the same thing. Now it's a smaller one I've used on the one of my sleeping pillows. I can't remember what brand it was. So the big one won't work on one of the pillows I've got, and the small one will. But yet the small one won't work on another one of the pillows, but the big one will. So they've given you all these options. You just choose which is the best for you to take, and you can leave the rest at home and just put your tiny pump in the sack. For example, with that one, I'm carrying the two because I've got the pillow and the sleep mat and your charging cable and a power bank, and it's not going to run out. Well, will eventually when your power bank runs out, but as long as you've got power in your power bank, you can keep it charged up. Yeah, that's all the instructions. So what I'll do now is I'll get to the sleeping mats out, and I'll get my phone, which is over there, and I'll get the stopwatch on it, and we'll time, just so you know how quickly one of these pumps will inflate a regular sleep mat and a regular wide sleeping mat. Hey, this first sleeping mat is my Cedar Summit, which is the Ultralight Insulated, and it's just a regular size. And I think this is about 2 inches thick. And the valve we're going to be able to use is, or not the valve, this thing is the larger one of the two I had, and that sits in there perfect. And I'll pump it from that end. Move this out of the way, move this out of the way, and move this one out of the way. Now if you are interested, I've got a video about this sleeping mat on my channel. I'll put a link to it down in the description. Just unfold it out. I don't think the camera will pick it up, but there's all little bits of dirt on it still, and where it's been used over the years. Let's make sure, yeah, you can see that, can you? Yep. Deflate, inflate the light end. Let's plug that on and a double click and press that at the same time. 1, 2. Stop. 23 seconds. Well, turn off. 23 seconds to inflate, and that is just nice. It's not solid, it's not soft, just how I like it. So reset that. I'm going to deflate. We can either just pull that out and it'll come down, which is easier, and not use that, But on this one, I don't know if you can use this on here. Let's just give it a pull. No, you don't need to, that's gone. But you will just swap it for the deflate end. Well, fold it over. Now I will quickly roll this up and put it away because Puss is down there. And if you've got cats, you know, these don't like their claws. Next one is the Alton Goods Insulated Sleeping Mat Plus, and this is a, I think rated at R6. Measurements are 195 centimeters by 65, which is 25 inches by 6.5 centimeters. So that is 2.5 inches ish. Now the valve on this one is on the back at the head end, so inflate this one upside down or belly over, whichever way you want to put it. Sit nice and stiff because it's new. Pops in nice. 1, 2. Start from this side. There you go, pump's made its noise. 46 seconds. 46 seconds for a regular wide sleep mat. Stop, reset my phone. That's it. Again, not solid, so it's not over pumping it. As you probably heard, the pump changed tone. Not soft, it's just nice, again, to how I like it, because I can actually mould into that a little bit, but not enough film with odd shapes, and it's not like a rock. It's going to do the job. Now, we'll be making a review of this maybe next week or the week afterwards, because I'm hoping to get out this Thursday, because we've got a cold night, and I want to test this one out. That's the Flextail Tiny Pump 2X. What more can I show you? So what I'll do is, on the outro, I'll put it on deflate and you can watch it go down. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have and you're not already a subscriber, please go down below, click on the subscribe button, click on the notification bell next to it and select all, and hit the thumbs up button, the like button. And if you are already a subscriber, again, I thank you very much. You can stay off.